Wow, riser sole.
Riser sole?
A 90-gram weight in a sole?
How in the world do they do that? Seriously? It's all titanium?
This thing launches.
And it just doesn't spin. I can't believe how far this thing goes.
Do you have riser sole?
Seriously, this is the longest fairway wood you will ever hit.
Scott McCarron, you know this guy knows.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
You've heard me talk about SQAIRZ golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the SQAIRZ shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club and speed and distance gain.
Visit SQAIRZ.com. Change your shoes, change your game. SQAIRZ, the distance golf shoe.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on the Ignite Golf Network. I am John Quick. He is Bill Cuevas. And Bill, you know, the Ryder Cup just right around the corner. Yep. And your U.S. team, well, here they are. Scotty Scheffler, Wyndham Clark, Brian Harman, Patrick Cantlay, Max Homa, and Alexander Schauffele. Now, they are the automatic qualifiers. Bill, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about one Brooks Koepka being a live golf participant. Is he qualified to play in the Ryder Cup? Well, here's your answer. The U.S. captain's pick is as follows. Sam Burns, good friend of the show. Ricky Fowler, Brooks Koepka, Colin Morikawa, Jordan Spieth, and Justin Thomas. Thoughts on Brooks Koepka really quick, Bill?
What'd
you say?
I have no thought. I have no comment. I'm going to plead the fifth. I'm just going. I'm actually going to probably root for the other team.
Is this a big step in the right direction, though, as this partnership's trying to develop?
Well, for development, yes. For animosity and a lot of people being unhappy, yes. So is it good, bad, ugly, indifferent? Is all of the above. And the only way we're going to find out how it comes out is when it comes out, because too many surprises and hiccups. So we'll see what happens, but I think I'm going to be rooting for the other team.
A little controversy, though, on Team Europe, as the captain was not the original choice, but Luke Donald is the man that's entrusted to lead Europe in its defense of a proud home soil streak. The automatic qualifiers for Team Europe: Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, Victor Hovland, Tyrrell Hatton, Matt Fitzpatrick, and Robert McIntyre. Now, Bill, the Golffather Cuevas, the captain's pick: Tommy Fleetwood, Shane Lowry, Justin Rose, Nikolai Hoggaard, and Ludwig Aberg, and the one and only SQAIRZ staff member, Sepp Straka. That means that SQAIRZ golf shoes will be a part of the Ryder Cup. The official distance golf shoe. And you want to talk about in the short amount of distance that SQAIRZ golf shoes has been around. It's the only golf shoes I wear. It's the only golf shoes you wear. And I will tell you this much, is the best golf shoe I have ever worn in my 20 years of playing golf.
It's the only one that makes you look good, makes you turn good, makes you spin good, and makes you stay on your feet without falling out the pocket. So, yes, I can contest that. Yes, it's absolutely the best shoe that you've worn over the 13, 14 years that we've been playing golf together. I love it. I take it everywhere. I got some in Florida, in Albuquerque. I got them all over the place to make sure that when I go to play golf, They're with every bag. Every bag I have out there, there's a pair of shoes at least. So yes, they are our shoe of choice. They do help a lot for the people that are off balance, that need that stability, and that need actually what was one of the first things we picked? Alignment.
Right.
It helped us align to get straight and do the right things and set up properly and stay stable with the ground. So everything that they said that they did, we saw the very first day in Orange County National. We saw it right then and there and felt it for ourselves, and we've been believers ever since. And of course, data now has proven it. And now we have Mr. Sepp Straka winning and winning and winning. And hopefully, I'm going to be rooting for the other team this time. I'm breaking ranks.
I'm just going to be rooting. I mean, Ryder Cup, I've been there in person. I don't know if you've ever been there in person, but when it was in Chicago, I was there in person for it, and it is just an exciting atmosphere. But I got to tell you, we got a preview of what Sepp's shoe is going to look like, and it looks sharp.
Let's bring on that guy who's going to share what that shoe looks like, so we could talk more about it and get his feel about it.
I'll tell you what, 3-4 years ago, we met this gentleman in Orlando, Florida, and right away, we knew what these shoes were all about. And I will go on the record and say we are the first media outlet that called out this shoe company and said, get on a rocket ship, Mr. Winskowitz, because you are going to be in for a route of success with this golf shoe. Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO and founder of SQAIRZ Golf Shoes, Robert Winskowitz, here on Big's Golf Talk. Mr. Winskowitz, welcome to Big's Golf Talk. First off, how's your beautiful wife doing?
She's doing great. She's doing great. Everybody's great.
He loves saying that. You know that, right?
I know he does.
You know, so constantly those are jabs at you, right?
I know. He cost me a lot of money. I'm telling you.
He sure did. I saw the ring.
He put all the pressure, and you know,
he did.
I
don't help break you for some. I don't know how he did it, but he helped break you.
I know.
He made you weak.
Well, and the next thing I want to ask you is, how's our Baxter doing?
How's our nephew? That's what I want to know.
He's doing good. He's at Dougie Daycare today. You talk about the CEO, right?
Yep.
Chairman of the board. Yeah. Huh? He's at Dougie Daycare.
He's at Dougie's Daycare. Well, there you go. I hope he's having fun with the rest of the crew out there. He's probably talking about the success as well.
I hope so.
He's bragging. I hope he is.
Oh yeah,
rightfully so. Right,
absolutely.
Bob. Let me start off with this question: SQAIRZ Golf Shoes in the Ryder Cup. Did you ever think that you would see your product on a major tournament such as the Ryder Cup?
Let me answer it this way, is that I always hoped and dreamed that would be the case. I dismissed the probability of it never happening, given that, you know, the success we've had to date. And, you know, the only thing at this point is that, you know, we put all our effort and energy behind, you know, one tour player on the PGA tour. You know, we've got several on the Champions Tour, and you know, we've got one guy out there that started wearing the shoe a little over 2.5 years ago, and since that, prior to that, he hadn't won on the tour, and after he started wearing our shoes, he's won twice. He's got so many top 10. He's playing at the Masters, played at the U.S. Open, played at the British Open or the Open, and now has taken us to the grand stage of the Ryder Cup. So, yeah, I can't be more excited to see it on that global stage.
Yeah. And then one thing that's exciting about this is we kind of talked about this, but there's two pieces of equipment that the players are actually responsible for on their own, and that's the shoes and that's the glove. Everything else is they must use all the bag, you know, the team bags and everything else, the team uniforms and hats and all that. But as far as the shoes go and the gloves go, as far as apparel, that they are responsible for their own. And so that's an exciting time for Sepp Straka. You know, I got to ask you, because we've seen the design of Sepp's shoe. It's already produced. It's already out there. How long from the news that Sepp got picked by the captain that, I mean, you have to design the shoe, produce the shoe, put it together, and actually come out to market with it. Now, how long did that all take? Knowing that, okay, he's a captain's pick, so he wasn't an automatic pick. He had no idea that he's going to be picked by the captain. All of a sudden, you get notified by his people. He is a captain's pick. We need a shoe for him.
Yeah, it's generally a longer than normal process when you do a custom, but we just took the existing SQAIRZ that he wears. He wears that bold, speed bold.
Right.
And with the blue lettering on the side, which is his favorite. And so we said, look, to make this simple, all we're going to do is incorporate some of the European colors into it, which is a blue and a yellow. And so we just had to adjust the blue color to meet that color. And then we added some yellow. And it really was just putting some stars around the name SQAIRZ, which, those stars are part of the European logo. We can't take that European logo because it's trademarked. So we just have to adapt and come up with something that gives you a good look and feel that that shoe is part of the Ryder Cup. But truth be told, about a month ago, we had a good sense that he was playing so well. After his finish at the Open, we got indication that he's being considered. So we just said, if he's being considered, we better get on this now. And the worst thing we can do is just have a couple pairs of shoes sitting in my office for the next, 20 years and looking at them and thinking about what was, versus, getting to that point and waiting to when it's announced, then you're behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
So we just took a flyer.
It's far less expensive to take a flyer than to sit back and then try to have everybody rush, especially in today's world. There is no such thing as rush when you're having these things made. So you use intellect. You say, I'm going to be ahead of this curve. And you gambled, and you gambled correctly because now you have a beautiful shoe for him.
And we do. And, like I said, we had, I can't really tell everybody, but we had some sense.
He was playing really well.
Yeah,
he played really, really well.
So, having that sense, did you already sit down and say, okay, this is what it will look like if he is picked? Thinking, okay, we're gonna just put it on paper right now, and if he's picked, kind of then say, okay, present to Sepp, because you don't want to jinx Sepp itself by saying we're going to do this ahead of time, but you kind of say, all right, here's the design. If he's picked, we're going to give this to Sepp's people, and we're ready to go.
That's pretty much how it happens, and I have to give all the credit to John Bacon, our designer. John,
what a great guy!
Yeah, and John took first pass on that logo. We wanted to keep it simple, but we wanted some strong elements that says, hey, this is this fits into that Ryder Cup theme. Right. And John went to work on it. We got with the factory. We told him exactly what we wanted, and the shoes are actually still literally physically in the factory. We had them take some pictures this morning, and they'll be sent tomorrow to me, and then off they go to Sepp.
That's awesome.
Are you going to fly out there and give it to himself?
No, I'd love to. I've been. It's just one of those things. We're so darn busy, but I keep beating myself up over it, saying, geez, I love Italy, but I'd love to go be part of that. The fun thing about Sepp is that, this to me is the best competitive golf there is. This is when these individuals aren't playing for a paycheck. It is not all about them. It is about the team. Other people on the team and being part of that.
This is why I love watching the Ryder Cup.
Me too. And I've got my favorites on both sides. And the unique thing about Sepp is that Sepp is a dual citizen of Austria and the U.S. He lives in the United States. Mm-hmm. He's grown up here. He is by birth an Austrian citizen. So it's one of those things that for us, we're kind of like Switzerland right now. It's Sepp is an American. He's a European. But look, like I said, it's my favorite tournament, and I love the competitive golf. I watch every second of it. I love it.
Right.
And now we're going to pay even more close attention to the feet.
Yeah. And Sepp is playing some good golf. I mean,
he really is.
I think he's going to be formidable. I think he's going to do quite well out there.
Yeah, I think he's been playing really, really well. And, I know Greg has been out there, doing a lot of the tour. And every time he's there, he always catches a great shot of Sepp in his shoes, whether it's his turn or whether he's just walking down the fairway. And what I love the most is when people walk with your shoes on, that's what pops up, the name, SQAIRZ, SQAIRZ. And you see it everywhere. And all the photos, I mean, regardless of how good they are, where they're at, my eyes go right to his shoe because you could see it.
And you know what? I want to make a bold statement here. The shoes at this event are very, very important. Mm-hmm. Although they don't call it a links course, it's links-like. Mm-hmm. It's got the high fescue. It's got tremendous undulations. It's got some deep pot bunkers. The greens over there, they say they're hard as a rock. And, when you're on those types of courses, on those links or links-like course, you need a golf shoe with structure. You need traction. For those side hill, downhill lies, and who knows about the weather conditions over there. Mm-hmm. So the shoe becomes a very important piece of equipment in a scenario like that. And that's what we've done with SQAIRZ is, most people think about our shoe and they say, oh, it's got a square toe. Well, it's let me say it this way. It's more square than any other shoe out there, but it's got a 70 millimeter radius to it. Mm-hmm. The other thing is people say, well, it's just a wide shoe. It isn't. It is not. What it is that width is really determined in the shoe from the bone next to your big toe to the bone where your little toe is. So straight across, that's width in a golf shoe. And our golf shoe there on the inside of the shoe is normal. But what we did is very similar to like Hoka, Ultra, and we did this 5 years ago, so I think we're ahead of them. But we took from where your toes meet your foot, we took from there and just increased the width from where your toes meet your foot. So all we did is open up the toe box because when you put that much pressure on your foot when you make a movement in golf or baseball or all of the sports is your toes want to splay. They want to open up. Yeah. And if they can't open up and it's in a rounded toe shoe, they want to round down. And once you start rounding down, you start losing balance and stability. And once you start losing balance and stability, you lose energy going into the shot and you lose distance and accuracy. So again, we've got width where it matters, which is up in the top portion where your toes are, and it's not where you would be measured for width in your normal foot. So,
and I gotta tell you too, is Bill is a regular, so I'm a wide guy. I wear wide shoes. I wear 8 wide, and Bill wears medium. The 10 medium. 10 medium, right? Mm-hmm. So when we tried on these shoes, they fit perfect on my feet. I loved it. My feet, just like you said, just sat right down in there. I wasn't like this. I was able to be like this. Bill was the same thing. Didn't slip, didn't fall out. And I've heard this from many golfers that have tried SQAIRZ shoes, including adaptive golfers that are using your shoes. I really want to bring that up too, because the versatility of your golf shoe on many different golfers that enjoy the game is very important. And
I couldn't agree more, because a lot of the adaptive golfers that wear our shoes, and we've got mutual friends that wear, and one of their challenges and a lot is balance and stability.
Right.
Anywhere from an amputee to whatever. Just it's they need that balance and stability. And to your point, Biggs, is that a lot of people will go out and buy a half size bigger just to get more room in the toe box. And that's not a good thing, because your foot is moving in that shoe. And you're just trying to buy more comfort with that half inch, that extra half size. And we say, you don't have to buy that half size with us because your toes are going to be open in there. And so therefore you're going to feel that comfort. You're going to feel that balance and stability. So,
well, believe it or not, I mean, I just went out and bought a pair of work shoes from SQAIRZ, and they've been having this commercial. Those work shoes you slip in, right? You just slip in, don't tie it. It might be very comfortable. But believe it or not, and I'm sure it's the way it's made, I actually had to buy a 9. Size 9.
Wow. That's too big. Two sizes bigger than your feet.
You know, the other challenge in footwear making too that I tell everybody, I said, if you don't buy SQAIRZ, if you don't like us for whatever reason, whatever you do one test. Go out and before you buy a pair of golf shoes, hold it by the toe and hold it by the heel. And if you can twist the shoe, don't buy it. Throw it away. So if you can twist it, toss it, get rid of it because it cannot facilitate the golf swing. And we've seen it to produce a lot of inefficiencies in the golf swing.
All right. Well, we're short on time here, but one thing I do want to mention is on their website at SQAIRZ.com, SQAIRZ.com, save $30 on a pair of SQAIRZ, and you can unlock the Never Before Seen series for free during the month of September, the Faldo Fundamentals. Save $30 on a pair of SQAIRZ, and then you can unlock that Never Before Seen series, Faldo Fundamentals, for free during the month of September right now.
Can I just add to that? I am so excited about that. Guys, I was out in Montana with him about 3 weeks ago filming these, and I've never seen these type of videos before. I've been around this game forever and a day. And the other thing is, you know, you can go online and type in lessons and instruction, and you get those emails from those companies trying to sell you lessons every day. You know, God bless them. You know, a lot of people are desperate trying to fix the slice, trying to fix the hook, so they go online and they buy it. But look, I got to tell you what, I've never seen a better series of videos, and I'm not just saying that. And the drills and the lessons he did, I have never seen before, ever. That's number one. Number two is that he does them in such a way that as he's teaching you, you know, how to extend, to do this, he said, you need to feel this here. And if you're not feeling it here, you're doing it wrong. And so as he's doing it and we're filming him, I'm standing off to the side. You know, I'm in my own little world on my side going, damn, I can feel that. I can relate, you know. He makes it so relatable. And the fun thing that he said in the first video he did, he said, guys, look, I hate to admit this, but I've been playing golf for over 5 decades. I have seen more amateur swings than you can imagine and more golf swings than you can imagine. Now, here's a guy who's won over 40 times on the PGA Tour. Now, think about that. Think about he's won more than 40 PGA Tour events, all right? Then he's got 6 majors. He's seen a lot. He knows the swing. He was he hates when I say mechanical, but it was all about the mechanics. And so he gets it, but he understands how to boil it down for people like us to feel it, to understand it. And it is the best series I've ever seen, period.
So hold on. I'm getting something in my headphones right now. Okay, you want to do that? All right, let's do it. All right, we are not going to a commercial break whatsoever. We're going to stay right here and end this show with Bob Winskowitz.
Let's do it.
And go past some time and kind of combine segment 5 and segment 6. We're going to commercial. All right.
No commercial.
So we're going to
stick with commercial.
We're going to stick with Bob here. One thing I do want to mention at SQAIRZ.com is they do have a clearance section. And right now, Bill, the golf father, Cuevas, how about this for a deal? You know, October is just right around the corner.
You know what October is.
Love our pink shoes. And right now, the Speed Pink for men and the Freedom Pink for ladies are on sale for not $249.97. Nope. Not for $149.95. No. Not even for $115.19. No, they are on sale for under $100 for $99.97 right now at squares.com.
That's a steal.
SQAIRZ. Bill, show your support for cancer
That's
awareness
right.
all year long with
all year long.
SQAIRZ golf shoes. And under $100, Bill the Godfather Cuevas, go out there and get them right now.
You get those now, they're going to last you a long time.
Because once people hear it on this show, they're going to sell out fast.
I love those. That's part of my favorite. You know, I still wear them. I wear them all year long, the pink ones.
I do too. I still wear them. It's got the breast cancer logo on the side, and breast cancer month next month, all of October, and it symbolizes. It just calls it out to everybody when people see it. If you're a guy wearing it, sometimes somebody go, "Hey, what's with the pink shoes?" And you say it's a breast cancer, and their attitude changes by saying,
completely changes.
Yeah, and the fun thing.
Well, you know what? I'm not shy. I wear pink shorts, pink pants with them.
Yeah, he's the pink panther.
I go out pink ball. When I wear those, I actually hit a pink ball.
Yeah, he goes above and beyond when he wears pink.
I love it. You know what? It brings attention to something, and I say this. I don't believe there's not a person on the face of this earth that doesn't know somebody who knows somebody that's had breast cancer.
Absolutely.
And it just brings awareness to it. And we did that shoe just for that reason. That was it.
But me now that we have that on the table with the breast cancer, and you've done other charitable events and stuff, shoes to help those events. Is there anything in the pipeline that maybe you might give us a sneak peek on what's coming? Because I know you're huge on charity. When it comes to charity, you guys have been huge from day one. Right out the box, charity. Is there a new charity that's going to be coming that we might be wanting to shine a light on?
I will tell you that I do have I do have a couple of favorites. One of which is Children's Miracle Network and the Play Yellow with Jack Nicklaus and Barbara Nicklaus. We had the pleasure of a year ago being invited down. We did a custom shoe for the event, and that's one of my myself and Brooks' favorite charity, just to do something for the kids. So I see that relationship taking a different direction in a more positive way, and and growing that. But that to me is one of my favorites. I've also done a couple of Christian-based charities too.
Got Christmas coming around the corner.
Yeah, with Operation Christmas Child, which again is our probably right up there with Children's Miracle Network. So
yes. Yep. So do we have a shoe like it's going to be coming?
Nothing yet in the works. We've got pickleball, we've got baseball, we've got
sandals. You got them all.
Are
we going to get into the everyday shoe business?
No, not if I can help it. No way. No way.
Biggs wants to know. I mean, women want to know all around the country. Are you going to make a heel that stabilizes the walk? Couldn't resist.
All right, so I'll let Biggs. We're not going to make a heel. So you're right. I know he's been asking me to make one for him.
I'm not the one that goes around wearing dresses. So
hey, real men wear pink and dresses.
Hey, Bill, what's this? I can't resist. I'm sorry, but what's this? What's this thing you're dissing Brooks Koepka? What's this thing you're?
Who's dissing him?
I mean, come on. We want the best players in the world, and we're going to lose this.
Robert,
Robert, yes.
Golf. Let me give you a scenario, Robert. All right, you ready for the scenario?
Scenario.
Sepp Straka is going against Brooks Koepka.
Yep.
Who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Sepp because he's wearing my shoes.
It
has nothing to do.
It has nothing to do with him being in a Ryder Cup.
No,
I don't care. I'm just rooting for every time he tees up. I'm gonna be rooting for Europe. That's all I said. I'll stay true to the blue. But when whoever's playing him, I'm going. I think you know what tainted me. I'm gonna tell you what tainted me. Netflix came out with that series about golfers. There were 6 episodes. And he was in one of them. He was ready to quit golf because he was golfing lousy. he was complaining, I can't do this no
He
more.
wasn't making any money.
I'm not
That was
making
the
no
key
money.
thing.
I can't do this. I can't do this. And then Liv came along and infused him with cash, and everything changed.
That's what it's about for these guys. They got to make money.
And I totally get that, but that's what tainted me when I saw that interview and that whole hour long of him. I quit. I can't do this. I can't do this for 4 days. All he did was whine. And then 2 weeks later, he's on the Live Tour and he got a fat check. So he went from quitting, hating the PGA Tour, doing this, to making millions of dollars without even asking.
Bill, the thing is, with any human being would have done the same thing.
Yes.
You know, and I would tell you this,
Any
that
job.
most people don't look, this whole Live thing, how it went down was terrible. It was horrible. And it starts and ends with leadership.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it lacked leadership, getting in a room, trying to work this out, trying to figure out how it benefited both and come up with a vibe instead of dismissing it categorically and looking long-term what it could do to the game. And instead, people don't realize that it's one of the only sports that there's no guaranteed income. You can hire your coach, and your instructor, your caddy, you fly all around the world. And if you're not making cuts, you're not making money. So to have somebody come up and knock on the door and say, listen, this is a life-changing event. You're going to be set financially for the rest of your life. And why is it this great game with all these different personalities that make up the game? Why is it that we had to make it so punitive that just because you chose that path, you can't have this? So they couldn't find a middle of the road solution. And I just don't agree with those people that are black and white and can't find, a path to get this off of golf's shoulders and find a best path for everybody. That's just because it's golf. I love to watch golf. I love the personalities. I love to hate Sergio and Poulter.
Everybody loves to hurt him and baby. Yes.
I love to hate them during the Ryder Cup.
They're like the villains.
That element is missing this year.
Or Patrick.
Yes, exactly. One of the best Ryder Cup matches I've ever seen was that. Or DeChambeau. And this, look, guys, at the end of the day, I just want the world's bests. That's all I want. The world's best playing against each other. And
you got to see the rosters. Do you believe that the best are up there right now?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. I think Keegan Bradley should be there. I don't agree with that Justin Thomas pick. I think he's a great guy, great for golf, all this, not having a great year. And I don't buy into the
I don't agree with the Jordan Spieth pick either.
I don't.
When was the last time Jordan Spieth won a tournament?
Yep. I don't agree with this, this locker room, whatever. You put the best players out there at that stage, they're going to give it everything they have. And they're true
as they should. And that's what we were talking about earlier. It's not part of the PGA Tour, so it really doesn't hold a bearing on it, that tournament, on who is part of it. But, you still have that animosity going around. It's still there. And I guess until it gets settled and they figure out which way they're going, with this, if they're indeed going to, give up their 501(c), whatever they got to become, profitable. Nobody knows. Rory stuck to his guns and says, if they join, I'm quitting golf. Will he? Probably not, because there's a lot of money out there. When you quit golf, you're giving up a lot because he's one of the.
You guys see the movie Jerry Maguire? Remember the scene?
Of course. Show me the money.
No, not that part. The scene when, he's going, show me the money, show me the quan, this and that. And Jerry says, you know what? Just shut up and play. Just shut up and play the game. And that's what Rory should do. Shut up and play the game and look at his year this year. Yeah, he had a fair year, but he's got this thing. He's trying to be out there as a spokesman for the PGA. It's dragging him down. He's taking questions. Look, guys, just shut up and play the game. That's what we want. That's what I want as a golfer, As a golfer, to watch the game. And I want the best every week out there so I can watch and enjoy the game. I don't want all of this crap that goes with it. I really don't. and they got to figure that out, or it's going to take this game down.
We're hoping they figure it out soon, but we don't know if that's happening quite. There's too many questions out there that still haven't been answered, but I'm hoping they do, because I used to like sitting down and watching golf. I enjoyed it. And this season, for the most part, even Biggs, I used to talk to him. I had the volume off because I wanted to watch the live tour. I really, truly enjoyed watching it, but I didn't want to hear it. And I would just shut the volume off because I didn't want to hear
the announcing needs work. There's no doubt. I mean,
there's a lot.
The only announcer that I enjoy listening to those one-liners,
Yeah. But I like him better out in the field than behind the box.
However, I presented that question to him on the air,
and they posted it.
They posted it and then answered it, and he says, he's getting up there in age. He can't walk the course anymore, so he's, he likes sitting in the booth, and I think he provides content. David Faraday is probably one of the best in the game when it comes to talking golf.
Yeah, he definitely mastered it. But
let me just say, I think we all agree that we love this great game, and we just want it to go back to the way it was without all of this controversy and all of that. And that's all I'm saying, guys. It could have been prevented. So
it could, yes, exactly.
There's some, and I agree with you, Robert. Because it's all about, like you said, leadership. And I'm sorry, but the leader of Live Golf and the face of Live Golf at that point of time was bashing publicly another tour, and the other tour, responded in the way they did, and Tiger Woods, I think, said it the best, is I have no opinion on Live Golf, and I just think there's room, and if they want to succeed and they want us to succeed with them, then somebody's got to sit down and squash all this mess and stop all this drama before I could get behind it.
Yep. And I'm not sitting here, guys. I'm not sitting here and I love Live Golf. I'm not sitting here saying that. I'm saying, look, they can find a way to.
Well, isn't it amazing? Ever since they announced this partnership, how nobody's heard on social media from Greg Norman.
Yeah.
They wanted to acquire him, and they figured it out.
Yeah.
They say his days are numbered, so we'll find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Winskowitz here from SQAIRZ Shoes, and congratulations on your guy making it into the European team on the Ryder Cup. Sepp Straka, look for him in the Ryder Cup wearing his SQAIRZ European shoes, and we wish Sepp nothing but the best of luck. Obviously, best of luck to SQAIRZ, and you guys, you're always producing new things and stuff like that, and people need to check it out at squairz.com. Robert, anything else you want to say to the listeners out there?
No, just I'm really excited about the shoes we put out this year, the new bold shoes, and that's the one that Sepp's been wearing in all the tournaments. And shoes make a difference. Like I tell everybody, if we can improve your balance stability, you will hit it further and straighter. That's it.
There you go. All right. For Amanda, the Golf Diva Censor, for Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, I'm Big John Quick. Our website is www.bigsgolftalk.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next week, everybody. Until next time, don't forget, we're going to be live September 16th from Pars and Rec. More on social media about that. God bless, and
you matter.